Good afternoon. This is Steve Lookner with Right Side Broadcasting. Want to give you an update on this story that's been breaking the last hour or so that we've been getting details about here. And we were hearing about it during the press briefing, and I wanted to give you an update on it. So right now, authorities are saying one student is dead and 6 are injured at a school shooting which happened in Freeman High School in, I want to say it's south of Spokane. I believe it's Rockford, Washington, and Rockford, Washington, south of Spokane. And we're going to show you some details on it. We've also heard that the shooter is in custody. We don't know who this shooter is and why this happened and what the story is with the school shooting, but it did happen. 1 dead, 6 injured. I know students have been transported to a hospital. I'm not sure if all of the injured have been transported to a hospital. I saw one report that all of the injured were transported to a hospital, but I can't be sure of that right now. But let me just show you what I know. So we have here multiple victims in shooting at Freeman High School. 1 student dead, suspect detained. I believe the photo there of the students sitting in the classroom is a photo I'd seen earlier on Twitter of students during, there was like a lockdown going on at the high school where students were locked in the classrooms. And then we have a photo of an ambulance there. So let's just see what they're saying about this here. If the link works. If not, I have another story I can pull up. Well, they seem to be having issues. Let's go to this story here. CBS Pittsburgh has this one from AP. This is an AP story. This has 1 dead, 3 injured, but I believe at this point it is now up to 6. Officials say 1 person was killed and at least 3 were injured. Again, I believe that number is 6 now, when a gunman opened fire at a high school in Washington State. Brian Schaefer of the Spokane Fire Department told reporters that 1 person died in the shooting Wednesday morning. We now have heard that it is a student who died at Freeman High School in Rockford, south of Spokane. 3 of the injured were taken to a hospital. Spokesman Review reports, let's see if they have it. Actually, I think their story is up. Reports Spokane County Sheriff Ozzie Knezovich said at the scene that the shooter was in custody. Multiple ambulances and a life flight helicopter were dispatched to a high school. Let's see if they have the. Here's the story now from the Spokesman Review. Multiple victims in shooting at Freeman High School. 1 student dead, suspect detained. So now this story says 1 student was killed and up to 4 other people were injured. I saw 6 injured reported before. Some conflicting reports. And the sole suspect was detained. The shooter is in the back seat of a patrol car right now, Knezovich said at the scene, where students, parents, and teachers have been corralled into school buildings after the shots rang out shortly after 10 a.m. Spokane Fire Chief Brian Schaefer said 3 of the victims were immediately transported to Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center. At about noon, hospitals said they had 3 pediatric patients from the shooting, all in satisfactory condition, so that's good news that they're not in worse condition. The suspect's identity and motive were not immediately clear, and there had been conflicting reports about the total number of people injured, as we said before. Michael Moore, the hospital's chief of surgery, earlier said 8 surgery sites were open for the shooting victims. Hospital security and local law enforcement were directing traffic in the area, were all hands on deck. So we see that post from the Spokane News earlier that said multiple callers reporting shots fired by Freeman High School. And also, Christina posted this: at Freeman Elementary currently, I am a junior, evacuated from the high school, at least 4 shots. Oh, I guess maybe that the elementary school was near the high school and they evacuated some students and they sent them to the elementary school. Freeman High School serves more than 300 students in the small community of Rockford. First responders from several neighboring jurisdictions responded to the shooting. Parents were seen making anxious phone calls near lines of caution tape. Just seeing if there's anything else. An automated warning that was reported on law enforcement radio channels said Freeman High School gunshots or stabbing, stand back. Let's see what else here. We have some eyewitness reports here. Baxter said she was being held in a multi-purpose room with about 30 people in Freeman Elementary School, which is also nearby. I saw someone carrying a gurney into the elementary school, but I didn't know why, she said. Cheryl Moser said her son, a freshman at Freeman High School, called her from a classroom on the 2nd floor after hearing shots fired. He called me and said, "Mom, those are gunshots." He sounded so scared. I've never heard him like that, Moser said. You never think about something happening like this at a small school. Rondell and Chris Fry rushed to the school from their jobs after hearing about the shooting. My daughter actually called me because she was out of her car and heard gunshots, said Rondell Fry. Rondell responded, run. Okay, so let's just see if we can find any more updates about this. If you have any comments on this or any updated news, you can write to me on Twitter at Lookner, at Lookner. So just so you know, there have been, as to repeat, there have been different reports of the number of people injured. For example, Breaking 911 has 1 killed, 6 wounded, suspect in custody. See if we can find anything else for you. More up to date on this. All CNN is saying is that one. Well, that's not. That's a CNN post saying 1 student was killed. I'll keep checking around here as well, see if I can find you up. See if I can find you more updated information on this. Let me just do a quick search here. Fox News now reporting as well that well, they're saying a local Fox station is saying suspect in Freeman High School, Rockford, shooting in Rockford, Washington, is in custody. We don't know if that's a student who's in custody, an adult, somebody affiliated with the high school, someone not affiliated with the high school. And Fox News before had 1 killed, 3 injured, so maybe the injury numbers are less. We've heard different reports. We'll revise that down if we get confirmation of that. Oops, we didn't want to do that. And also to repeat, I saw reports earlier that said the person killed was a student. Actually, I can show you, I believe I can show you that report I saw. This was reported by Breaking 911. Police, deceased victim is a student. So again, it's breaking news. Possible things can change in terms of numbers or specific details. That happens a lot with breaking news. Boog Row Rocks writes in, Steve, Rockford is a very small town located near the Idaho border. Sacred Heart Hospital is a top-notch facility where victims are being treated. Thank you, Boog. If you have any comments on the story or any updates while we're on the air, we'll be on the air a little while longer, give me a shout on Twitter at Lookner, at Lookner. Also, thank you for the chat moderators for being there moderating. Chris and JC are there right now. Just doing a quick check, see if I can find some more details about this. What is that? Nope. See, that's really all I can get right now, is that we have 1 injured, one dead, between 3 and 6 injured in this school shooting. It's in Rockford, Washington, at Freeman High School. The suspect is in custody. We don't know. Supposedly, that the three students who are in hospitals are in satisfactory condition. We know that from the hospital saying that. Still conflicting information about whether there are more injuries, and no really word yet on who the shooter was and why this happened. So If you want more updates on it, I will update later today on my Twitter at Lookner, at Lookner, so you can follow me there. I stand with Trump just wrote in. Also, a plane hit a car today. That looks like it was yesterday, though. That was posted yesterday. I stand with Trump, so that was yesterday, that post. Okay, so that is all the information we have now. I want to come on and just give you an update on this story. If I have more information later, I will post it on my Twitter at Lookner. Be sure to subscribe to Right Side Broadcasting on YouTube, so you get alerts when we come on with these breaking news videos. And when you subscribe, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you can get notified when we come on the air with these alerts. Also, our Twitter is at RSB Network. And Real Frank just got to the, I think Real Frank just got, the moderator just got into the chat room. We're about to go off the air, Real Frank. So, but thank you, moderators in the chat room. And also, if you enjoy our breaking news coverage, we are viewer supported. So if you'd like to donate, you can go to rsbn.tv/donate, rsbn.tv/donate. So that's about all we have. I don't have any more information for you. I wish I had more, but that's it for now. So this is Right Side Broadcasting. If there's breaking news later in the day, we will be on the air. But for now, I am Steve Lookner saying, we hope our thoughts are with people in Rockford, Washington, affected by this shooting, and we hope we don't hear about any more injuries in the coming hours. But for now, have a good day, everybody, and this is Right Side Broadcasting, and we will see you soon. When news happens, we will be there to cover it. So until then, have a good day from Right Side Broadcasting.